So we're at the Esperança farm in Brazil, Minas Gerais, and we're sitting here with Bruno again, and we just want to talk a bit about this year's sustainable profile concept, because we're finally launching a new coffee. The concept is very simple. It's about one farmer, one roaster, one coffee. It's about you guys working with the coffee, knowing everything about this coffee, full transparency, no bullshit, and we just want to share with you what you can expect from the coffee from this farm later in the season when we're going to try it. So Bruno, what's the we're going to work with the Ruby varietal.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about it.
A Ruby is kind of a new variety, like maybe 30-40 years old, and I don't know exactly what you have in, but Ruby is red, and the Topazio that is yellow. Basically, it's like the yellow Catuai and the red Catuai. It's totally different. And Ruby, Topazio, they're not that different, and so it's real, looks like really similar. And it's a coffee that is tasting very good above 1100 meters. We're having the experience to have coffees around 1000 meters, like the Icatu. It's the same, doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
And this year also we have another advantage, that we don't have a really big production. This is it's a low yield year, and if you have less coffee, evidently the tree has more food to give. More
nutrition, yeah.
Yeah, you have less kids to take the milk, right? So basically, evidently the region helps, the process helps, and you can have amazing coffee producing 40 bags, 50 bags per hectare. But if you produce 20, the coffee will be much better, because you have more sweetness, you have more nutrition. The Ruby is I planted this Ruby in 2002, January, February 2002, before I moved to United States for good. And I didn't like the first couple of years. The production was not, the amount of the products was not good. But when we start to copying the coffee, we start to think that the coffee really works very well. So we planted another one. This is mixing Ruby and Topazio, the second plantation, and the results being the same. So it's very good coffee.
What are we experiencing in terms of taste with the coffee?
You have a little bit more intensity, and basically it's the Esperança taste the Ruby way. It's pretty similar to the Catuai. It's a lot of chocolate, nutty, and this is basically what the people knows about Brazil, but it's in a different way. The nuttiness can be almond, can be hazelnut, can be any type of it's very distinctive, and even roasted peanut sometimes it's very good. But I think that the big difference here is the floral and the caramel. So that it's increase the sweetness and make the chocolate more round.
Yeah, and we remember that from from last year when we worked with your coffee as well. The Icatu we had there, it was very floral.
Yes.
It had a really beautiful caramel taste to it. So it was this kind of really sweet coffee, which we expect from Brazilian coffees, but of a very, very high round balanced quality, which is really interesting.
And also a little bit more acidity.
Yeah.
It's acidic, but it is more intense. It's not the intensity in that acid. I think that's a good quality acid.
Yeah.
Because it's go fast. Yeah. Doesn't stay longer, so you are able to feel the sweetness in the back. The aftertaste is much better.
Now, one thing with the Sustainable Profile project is, and we talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it again, is that we only buy with this product from farmers that actually farm and export their own coffee. So not all farmers in the world export their own coffee. And we do this because it's full transparency in every single way. There's no middleman, it's very simple. And we always end up talking about fair trade with most of the people buying our coffee, because people say we want fair trade coffee, and I say we have something better than fair trade. What is your opinion on this whole fair trade mess?
When I moved back to United States in 2010, I participated of the fair trade contest in Brazil, and they invited me to participate of the auction. The auction was already done. They already bought before, big company. I don't remember this. And so I came to. I think that her name was Colleen, and I came to Colleen and I said, you know, I don't think that you are fair trade really. I think that my business is much more fair trade than yours. I said, why? And I said, okay, you have the best Brazilian coffee, sold for $2.20 a pound. And I said, it's not my best, but I paid my producer $3.20 per pound. So I think that I'm $1 per pound.
Above already, yes.
Yeah, that, and like today, okay, the fair trade what will be?
190 a pound?
No. I think that's 30 cents above the market, so today will be 127.
It's always continuously 5%.
I'm not sure today because it's, but usually it was like this. I don't know, but even it's $2 a pound.
Yeah.
My coffee don't sell for $2 a pound.
No, is it? What are we paying for your coffee now? The ruby.
The ruby will be around in euros, or it's between 3 to 320. Let's put around 650.
Yes.
Per euro.
So
per
basically,
kilo.
3 times the fair trade price.
Yes.
Plus is the price that you want for the coffee.
Yes. With this price, I can survive, and I can feed my kids, and I can pay my bills, and maybe each 2 years I can exchange my car, and you know.
Yes.
Maybe I don't need to travel to vacation yet because I travel so much to sell my coffee. But you know, it's. I think that below this, it's because okay. Let's put that this year I'm gonna have 6% of my production as a specialty. So I'm gonna sell 60 for $3 a pound. What's gonna happen if another 40? I'm gonna sell it for 97 cents. So the average make me survive if I sell for 3, the good ones. But can you imagine the guy that produces only 10% of his specialty, and he's selling his coffee for very good coffee for $1.50 a pound? This guy can't survive.
Doesn't work.
No, he can't survive. So the producers are selling one bag in Brazil today for 390 reals. The dollar yesterday was 385, so let's put $101 per bag. Oh man, you can survive. 150 per pound? No, you can survive.
I mean, I think on the context here as well, because your farm is relatively small as well.
Yes.
Especially looking at Brazil standards,
Yes.
right?
I'm bigger than the average because I have 40 hectares in coffee right now.
Yeah.
And the average, according to what I heard, this is not coming from me, 2 weeks ago from the government, that 80% of the Brazilian producers has less than 20 hectares each.
Okay.
And maybe 60% has less than 15 hectares.
Yeah.
And 70% of the coffee produced in Brazil is from the small guys.
Yeah, and how much of that is specialty graded?
It's a hard question.
That's hard, yeah.
Let's see. In the whole Brazil?
Roughly. And the whole Brazil.
I'm talking about 80 points. I'm not talking about 82. I'm talking about 80.
Sure.
Maybe 5%, 10% maximum. Maximum 10%. The good farms, I have some farms that I know that produce 30%. Mine is totally different. My cost is higher, but as you said, I'm able to sell my coffee directly to the buyer. So, and I'm helping the producers for 30 years. I always give the run around, but I'm helping. Okay, instead of saying their coffee for 400, I pay them 600, and I sell for 800. And my deal with them is, I want to win. It's open. I want to win the same amount that they win.
Yeah.
But more and more, I don't want to continue doing that. I want to sell Esperança coffee in the future. Only work with my coffee. You know, I don't need. I think that when I reach between 6 and 10 containers,
And you're sustainable on your own as a farm.
I don't need to sell nobody's coffee. And much easier for new work. You know, I mean, we are cupping 700 samples a year.
Yeah.
So the guy said, "Oh, it's nothing. I already cupped 3,000." But I'm not talking about cupping, yes or no. You know how long it takes to cup, to roast in the right way. And now, from last year, we start to drink different things. We roast and cup 1 cup.
Yeah.
If the coffee show us something, we put 5 cups. But we are not losing time because sometimes, 700 samples. Last year I proved 44 out of 700.
Yeah, sure.
So it's much easier work with mine. Mine, to be honest with you, I have 100% specialty. Why I don't have 100% specialty? Because I don't sell the 14, 13, and 12 screen as a special. But I sell my 15, my Blueberry, and my 16 and up as a specialty. Same price. 15 Blueberry or 18 screen is the same price. If you ask me which one I like better, I like the 15. But you can, maybe next year you're gonna try.
Yeah, that's
when I'm processing here.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to process in other places.
Yeah, exactly. You need to move that forward. I mean, we're going to see a lot of really interesting things coming out of the farm in the future, and we're kind of, as you guys know, we buy from one farm in one country, so we're kind of sticking with Esperança, of course, in Brazil. And the cool thing with this product now is that we went from last year, we bought 120 kilos from you, 140.
240.
240.
4 bags of 6.
Tiny little Ikatu lot, right?
8 bags of, that lot was, I think that was 18 bags total.
Something like that. We split that, right?
Yeah, I split. Actually, it was not. It was 4 and a half. So 240, 260, 500 kilos.
Yeah.
You know, it's 860 kilos in total.
So we bought 240 of it, and now this year we're going to buy more of the Ikatu again, so that's going to be more. Plus, we're buying these 40 bags of Ruby for the sustainable. So we're increasing our purchasing from you with.
And if I don't have the Ikatu this year, you're going to buy coffee from my first, the oldest plantation. Yeah, because I have the moon again.
Yeah.
You know that last year we harvested during the eclipses was the bloody moon.
Yeah.
This year was not the bloody moon, but we also did a lot in the full moon with eclipses.
Yeah,
it was very nice.
Yeah.
Looking good. We'll see. We're gonna capture more.
It tasted amazing, yeah, for sure. So, a lot more coming from this farm, and we're really excited to bring it with us in our sustainable profile product.